Hello and welcome to BECS Change, the intelligent solution for changing circumstances. BECS Change is designed for web self-service and assisted use by council staff and trusted partners. It can be used without authentication, however, it streamlines the process if the user logs in. So we'll enter our username and password. The system is split into a number of sections such as property details, details about benefit payment, details about the claimant and their unearned and earned incomes, details about partner and details of other people in the household. The first section is the property section. This describes the type of changes that need to be reported and provides a snippet of information allowing the user to determine whether they need to report a change. In this case, we'd like to report a change in address. Gives us a quick review of the current address that's on record, and asks, have we moved home? We answer yes. There are a number of convenience functions built into BECS Change that allow the user to quickly provide information. In this case, we have a postcode lookup. So I'll enter our new postcode, click search, and on the list I can see my new address. The date I moved into that address was the 1st of January 2010. At each stage, whenever a change is made, the system asks for confirmation. This is to ensure that it's capturing good, accurate information. We're currently renting from Croydon Council, and rent is paid every calendar month and costs £380. Because the system is able to look up the address against council tax records, it already knows that I'm council tax band D. It's now asking about a disabled reduction on the council tax bill. Unfortunately, I don't quite understand what a disabled reduction is, so I can request more help. And this tells me that it's awarded because a room in the house has a specific use for a disabled person. As this doesn't apply to me, I say no. At the end of each section, there is a review of the changes that have been made and confirmation that this is in fact correct information. I can see that all the information is good, so I continue. The payment section just contains information about payment of benefits. In this case, we can see that we're paying benefit direct into a Halifax account, and we wouldn't like to change any of those details. The claimant details gives us once again a small snippet of information or an overview of our circumstances as reported previously. In this case, I do have a change. I've changed the number of hours per week that I work. So we don't want to change the name or NINO. However, we do want to change the details of this particular job. And I still work for this employer. The job description hasn't changed. However, my number of hours has changed. I now work 26 hours per week. I get paid weekly, and I'm paid £200 per week. And that change occurred on the 2nd of January 2010. Once again, we get to confirm those details, and they are correct. We don't have any other jobs or self-employment, and we don't receive any training allowances. So we now move on to unearned incomes. We don't have any change. We still receive a working tax credit of £80 per week. Likewise, there's no change to our savings. So we can now review those changes. We've changed the hours to 26 hours per week. No change to the other items. Likewise, we can now go through the same process with the partner. In this case, there have been no changes reported for the partner. Finally, we're on to the people section, which is other people in the household. It's currently reporting that there is a Georgina Smith within the household. In fact, those details have changed. Georgina has moved out and we have a new addition to the household, so I would like to report a change. So, first thing it does is I want to remove this person. And it just asks me to confirm that I definitely want to remove Georgina from the household. Georgina moved out on the 4th of January 2010. And I just need to confirm that. I now want to add a new person to the household. And the new person is John Smith. And John Smith moved in the same day that Georgina moved out, 4th of January. John Smith is a dependent child, and he was born on the 2nd of January 2010, and he's a little baby boy. I receive child benefit, and he is my son. He's also my partner's son. Okay, so those details are now there. I confirm that those are the details I want to report. And at this point, the makeup of my household is correct. Georgina has been removed and John has been added. Okay, so that's the last section we need to complete. At this point, we're now submitting the change of circumstances to the council. The first step is just to review the changes that we're reporting, so we can do that by clicking View Your Change Details. And this gives me an easy to read review of everything that I've reported. Okay, everything is in order. We proceed. The second step of the submission is to select the option by which I will submit my declaration. There are two options. The first one is to print it out myself, and the second one is to ask the council to send me a declaration in the post for me to sign and return. In this case, I'll say that I'm going to print it out on my own printer. And I can provide an email address as well to enter into email correspondence with the council if I wish to do so. At this point, I submit my change in circumstances. I'm provided with a change in circs reference number, and I use this reference number whenever referring to any correspondence or speaking to the council over the telephone. It really is as simple as that. Thank you for watching.